Hi, it's Elaine Coyne from Elaine Coyne Galleries with our Nature series. Now, needless to say, the Nature series is one of the groups that sells really, really well, and we are continually doing reorders on our Nature group. The first one we're showing is a bit more dynamic than most of the ones that we do in terms of it being a bold piece, and this is our Pine Tree group. Now, we were doing this with graduated garnet. We're no longer doing graduated garnet, but we've moved to amethyst, garnet, and cornelian, but with graduated amethyst as opposed to garnet, which is a little bit pricier. I think we're keeping the price pretty close to what it was anyway. But it's now available in the graduated amethyst. It's going to be 18 to 20 length. We have a new earring that goes with it that has the little acorn as opposed to the pine tree. But, you know, it all works together, sort of those fall looks. This is part of our classic group. There's another earring that you will see when you go to the website that works with it. The next group is the acorn group, and obviously the earring that, well, I'm going to just bring it over here so you can see it. This obviously goes exactly with that, but you would be ordering it in your olive as opposed to your patina, because this is done in your olive patina, which is a little bit more green toned and brown toned as opposed to that blue-green look of the turquoise of our classic verdigris patina. So this is your olive patina, and it's done with garnet. Now we're using new garnet classic 6mm stones going all the way around to the classic 16 to 18. And this piece is continually sold very, very well. And again, our nature themes do tend to do well. Then the next group that we have here is our owls, and we're showing it in the less expensive version, which would be lost wax cast owl on a little disc shape. And we have a brown rawhide, and it's done with a garnet 4mm stone. At a later date, it'll be available with garnet stones as well, and the coordinated earring. And on the rawhide, it would run $34, whereas when we get into the stones, it's going to be more like $45. So you're having a nice basic price point, very easy to sell price point at the $34, which will bring it up to around $70 or so retail. Coordinated earrings are probably around $34 as well, again, with your 4mm garnet. It'll also be available on amethyst with our classic lavender rawhide, and you'll see that choice on the website. Moving over to some of our new looks, of course, the hummingbird, lost wax cast hummingbird, is not new, but it is a continual best-selling item for us. And here we're showing it on the new brachiated jasper in the 4mm. And again, your price point's probably going to be about $45 with all the semi-precious stones. And the earrings are probably going to be more like $34, somewhere in there. Now, this will be available in the brachiated jasper shown. It'll be available in your garnet, and of course it'll be available in the jade that you'll see on our moose concept, which is a great piece out west, but we've been selling it really well on the East Coast as well, as for some reason on the East Coast, even though moose are better known to be visible in the Jackson Hole area and that region of the country. But it's a really pretty sculptural piece, and this is on your jade, but again, it'll be available jade, brachiated jasper, and garnet. Price, again, is probably about $45, earrings are probably about $34 cost. Now, we have a few new cuffs. You'll notice that the first new cuff is done in amethyst and nephrite jade, and that's new. I think we were doing in a variety of stones. And this would run about $48. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 semi-precious stones. And all our cups are silver soldered so that they don't pop off the backing, although I have had 1 or 2 people tell me they had a problem after years, but we will repair it. It actually has rarely happened. It's a beautiful piece. It's done with kind of an Art Nouveau flowing leaf. And then the next one in the series runs $40, and this is going to be your roses, which of course is always an excellent selling concept. Everybody loves roses. And this is very pretty, and it's done with your amethyst, 4mm amethyst. That's a new addition to our cuff grouping. And in the 3/4 inch cuff, this is also new. This is your swan, and the swan is done with our classic cornelian, and it looks like that looks like garnet. I think we did the same. Yes, garnet and cornelian on both sides. And this piece would run 38, so very reasonably priced for a nice cuff like that, because you're talking about maybe 80, 85 retail, which is a great price point. So that's the series, and the emphasis here is more towards your West Coast and Midwest, and and your fall looks. But very important, the Adirondacks is also a very good area for all of these motifs. And if you're in the woods or Lake Erie area, as well as Cleveland and Chicago, all the northern aspects of the United States do extremely well with all the looks that we have here. And then you just have to know in your area, like if you're in the Chattahoochee forest, obviously you're going to do well with the pine tree and the acorn group as well, and owls again, and hummingbirds will be popular. You might want to stay away from the moose, but who knows. Anyway, we'll love to see you. Again, we're going to be at Dallas in the Red Hook section in the World Trade Center. New York will be our last show for the fall. That'll be in August. And of course, we will be at the Atlanta show as always, and that will be in the mid-July. I think it's the 10th through the 14th or so. But check our website and also check the bottom of this email blast. And we look forward to seeing all of you. Sheridan Starr and Elaine Coyne will be at the up-and-coming shows. And I think in Atlanta we might be bringing one other person that's a good friend of Sheridan's, and I think you'll enjoy meeting her. She knows a lot about vintage jewelry. So we'll see you soon, and make sure to check the website at www.ecg.com. Thanks for watching.